Hello everyone, Air here, and welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about the characters, the pilot. Like, there's so many pilots. Like, who you should use for your unit? Like, which unit should use which pilot? And there's just so many. How to determine? Well, some people would be like, okay, I like this character. I want to use this character for my unit. But are you using it? Like, are they, do they synergize to get the maximum stats for your unit? So how to determine? And first but not least, in case you're new to the game, there are 3 roles in this game. You can see this is a attacker, DPS. We have a supporter, and then we have a defender, which is a tank, or someone that can take hit. But usually when they have this, not usually, when they have this icon, they can take hits for your ally. Okay, so UR has an awakening skill, which is the unit. I'm gonna show you guys later. But anyway, UR, we're not gonna talk about UR because it has to be summoned. So usually, well, UR and SSR most likely has to be summoned, aside from these that are given from the event. These 4 right now, these 5. So let's talk more about the SR because we can scout them. We get to choose. Well, best example would be her, actually. So you click into her, and whatever you see with an arrow with a highlighted blue, that's the stats that they are really strong at. It doesn't mean they're bad with these, but this is where she shines. Okay, so this is the first thing you want to look at. Okay, I want to look at her. She does melee. Then what do I do next? Then you got to find a character, like a unit that is strong with melee, which this is her unit right here. First, look at attack, which means this is attacker. Okay, same icon. So match that icon. That's like the basic. And now you look at the skill and the ability of this unit. So this is her attack here. Remember, she's good at melee, and this attack is melee. Well, there's only one attack, like one attacking skill. So you want to match that, and now you want to look at the right here, also attack. So everything she caters to, like her strength, is attacking. No, actually, you should go here. Here you can see max stats. Okay. So including all those modification, you get, like, she's perfect for this unit. And now we go all the way back to her. And then right here. This is very, very important, okay? We're gonna see the ability. Character skills, okay. More attack, more percentage when it comes to attacking. So she's gonna do a lot of damage if you like multiply the stats with the percentage, blah 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 blah. Now you look at the ability. Okay. First, this is OP. Chance step, you should know you're able to move, but she can move 2 times under these affected target. So if you ride any of these, if you kill, you get an extra chance step, so you get 2. And this, which is her own exclusive unit, and then melee by 15%. So this plus that unit plus her passive ability, which is the second one, more melee percentage multiplier. And now you look at the third one. When piloting units from specified series, damage goes by 10% and takes less 10%, but only with this affected target, which means she only get this passive if she uses these 3 units. Okay, so this is the prerequisite. You need to know how to get all these stats, extra stats. First, you got to look at that. unit first, and then later you can choose between that, what role you want her to be, like a melee or range. Okay, get it? So now we go all the way back to, let's look at SR for example. So, okay, there's so many SR, who do you choose? We look at this guy. Reaction Awaken. So these, you know, pretty even, pretty good. It doesn't mean like these are ass, they are good, but he shines with these. Reaction is Evade, and Awaken is, what is Awaken? So you go to find units with Awaken. So all the UR units, they have Awaken. How do you determine if it's Awaken or not? Again, click into their skill. It tells you range, melee, and Awaken. So which means whoever is strong with Awaken, here you see it's Awaken as well. Range and melee. So Sasabi has everything. You go back to him. Awaken, which means he get extra stats when they use Awaken attacks. Here too, the passive as well. And then here you want to see what unit he can ride on to get all these stats. There you go. So if if you put him on like some random not effective target, you'll be like, oh, this partner is not very good, he's kind of weak, blah blah blah. No, it's not. You just need to know, because some people are just doing like the just do whatever. Oh, I like this character, I should do this and that. No, it doesn't work like that. If you find out which matches that, it'll become much easier when you do your Eternal road. Eternal is the end game, so if you're doing your story, you'll feel like it's a little bit easier. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's true, but then when it comes to Eternal road, every single little stat, it matters. Okay, now we can look at her right here. So how do you also determine with their, aside from their stats, matches the unit, like what I said, the character skills is very important. I think character skills, when it comes to attacker, this skill is very OP for range attackers, because now your range, which is maxed by 5, you can make it by 6. And majority of your opponent, well, for now, they cannot counter you. But maybe in the future, they will have someone that can counter you, but at least for now, you're safe. If you look at tanks, same thing. Tanks, you can see nothing like really special, nothing highlighted in blue, but that doesn't mean this guy's weak. This guy's one of the best tanker, and he's only SR. And again, a lot of SR hidden stats, but you look at that. Reduce damage taken by 10%, and then you go look at here. More defend up by 10% here, another 20%. When you use a specific unit, another 5% reduced. And then if you go, this is his unit here, Forbidden. If you look at the ability, it's crazy. This ability with that unit, another 30%, another 10%, like, oh, there's a lot of percentage. Like, I use him for the Eternal Road. My god, he takes hits. Very, very strong. Okay, so, sorry. Go back to, now go to support. No, this is like, I don't like this character skill, to be honest, because your supporter, which these already supply that. So you want to look for attackers then, she's good. So 1 range plus, sway, which you can evade anything for that turn, or for that attack. And then right here, attack burst. These 3 plus MP, they are the strongest. MP is, you get your attack bonus right away. Where is X? Cessna. Right here. These 4 are the main ones. Like, if you see any of these 4 stats, I think that is a good SR unit. Okay, there's so many here, and I've been exploring. There's still a lot that I didn't scout yet, but I'm telling you, there are a lot of hidden crazy SR that are equivalent to SSR pilot. For this, for example, this guy too. He has crazy range attack, melee attack, good skill. You know, it's hard to find someone with increased range and melee by 10% with the passive. So this guy's really good. I just don't need to build him right now. I'm saving my resources. And also, you know, scouting. This guy's really good. This is the guy from the event. Like, look at this guy. The melee is 100 at level 1. 100. When I compared it to, like, I forgot. When I compared to other, like, SSR melee, he is actually on top of that. He's actually better. And it's crazy. Well, the R1, honestly, don't waste time on them. Now, if you look at Scout as well, you don't need everyone because you only have so much resources unless you are whaling the game. Then you have a lot. There's a lot of them you can explore. Sometimes when I have no AP, I would just, you know, explore. This guy's very good too. High melee, and then where can I check the stats? Melee. See the extra. Plus friend range. 10%. Extra 10%. It's just that the units, I don't really have any aside from this here. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a better understanding on how to choose your pilot and which unit to use to give them, because most of the time you're just using the same pilot that you get from, but then for SR and SSR units you gotta choose because they don't come with a pilot. Alright guys, good luck, have fun, and let me know in comments below what you guys would like to see next. I'm thinking of making a content about how you should build your unit. A lot of people are just, you know, they think they're building units, but there's a lot of other things when you build your unit, like which skill to, you know, level up, what modification you should add, etc. If you should go SP or you shouldn't. So for, you know, you can see that they're at high level. They're almost all maxed out, but this is one of the units I built first. But, you know, I found out that you don't even need to build all the skills. A lot of the skills you don't need to use it. You don't have a chance to use it. So which skill should you build? And you can save more resources. Alright guys, once again, like and subscribe. Join my Discord if you want to discuss about this game. Everything is in the description below. See you again. Bye bye.